That was fantastic.
That was a good discussion. I didn't know you had that on before.
Oh, yeah,
us.
yeah.
Yeah, oh, that was great, Yolanda.
Oh,
Yes.
great. Good. I'm glad you like it.
Maxine's going to try to come in, but I'm not sure if she'll be able to quite make it on with us for this one. She did, it was a surprise for her from her family, and so I don't know if she'll be able to make it on. So she says she will try. But right now I see Luther and I see Orrin.
Yes.
And this is kind of all. I've been using Zoom, but they it's kind of new. It's okay.
Don't worry, Collette doesn't know what she's doing either. So
that's what makes it fun. That's what makes it fun. It's new for all of us, but it's a good.
He would like to think that.
Yeah.
I was actually using Zoom before he got onto Zoom. I had to
know what you're talking about.
You still don't know what you're talking about.
You know, we're keeping it real, us two.
Keep it. Oh yeah, we are. We're keeping it real. And how do the kids say? We're keeping it 100. Okay?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Keep.
Did it freeze?
Yeah, it looks like she froze up again.
Yes, that's what she was saying. She kept freezing up, so she's frozen.
She froze up at the beginning of the last program when she was trying to do the intro. So she's got a new computer.
Everybody knows. They want to know, did you go to school with him? No, I didn't. No.
Colette, you froze up for about
30
seconds.
We just came back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's okay. We weren't listening to you anyway. So let's just
It's gonna be rough.
So he's the one they don't listen to.
Oh my goodness.
We're having fun now.
Yes.
You know what? It makes it for real.
It makes it for real. But let me tell you, see, he's got to do that because, see, he's the baby in the family and I'm the oldest in the family.
Okay.
I'm the one in charge.
Okay.
I'm the one really running things. Okay. I let him have his little way.
A little way.
Yeah.
Hey, believe you me, we understand because we family too.
Yep.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about.
I know you do.
Okay. Yeah. Well, see, there are 2 girls and 2 boys, and we have 3 girls and 1 boy. Okay.
Strong.
The estrogen wins every time.
And I'm
okay.
Is he spoiled, Yolanda? Because that's what happens.
Honey, is he spoiled? You see him sitting there, don't you? He's spoiled rotten. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
I'm spoiled.
Yeah, right. That's what brats always say. I'm not spoiled.
I don't talk like that.
Yeah, right. Okay.
So let's just get this thing going. The Waters family, how y'all doing?
Waters.
Oh, we're doing glad.
Doing fine.
Thanks for having us.
No,
absolutely.
It's our pleasure.
Yeah.
It is. It absolutely is. Our honor, our pleasure. And we are so glad. As I said, maybe you didn't hear me, but every time I said we're having the Waters on, the Waters, did you go to school? No, I didn't go to school with the Waters. Really? Okay. Oh, Orrin and Luther and all of them. Yeah. So just know, you guys, everybody knows the Waters.
Okay.
And that's a wonderful thing. That is a
wonderful thing.
That's a wonderful
something
thing.
that you do, something that you enjoy doing.
Yes.
Tell them thank you.
Yeah, I sure will.
Thank you.
You just told them thank you.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Yep, there.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, Mr. Engineer, what you got going?
Me?
Keep going. I'm working on something here. I'm getting some buzz here I'm trying to get rid of.
Okay. One of the things that we did want to talk to you all about, even though I've known Julia for, 10, 12 years maybe?
Yes.
Something like that? Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, you guys are always busy and always relevant. So you're always doing what you do. So when I read the information that you guys sent, I went, wow, even more than I knew.
Okay.
Even more than I knew. Who have you guys not worked with? That's probably
That'd be a shorter list.
Yeah, that's a shorter list. Who
You know what? I used to always say it's probably easier to name the people that we haven't worked with and the people that we have. We've just been very blessed throughout our career. you know.
Absolutely.
I've worked with some very, very talented people,
Yeah,
you know,
you really have.
which has blessed us, you know, and
Yeah.
we just do what we do.
Absolutely. Not only have you all worked with talented people, but they work with you. And it is, you guys are just, and I was telling somebody yesterday, I said, they were my entertainment in 1989 at the LA Football Classic Foundation pageant. You guys were the entertainment, and Vanessa Bell Calloway was my mistress of ceremonies, and you guys stole the night then. You guys stole the show then. And
that's when we were performing as a group.
yes.
I mean, you know, for our single, for our records that was out at that time.
Yeah, in 1989. And here we are this many years later, and you guys are still making it happen and putting it down. I think that's absolutely wonderful. But you know what? Let me tell you what your short list is. I want to tell you what your short list is, because you guys haven't said anything about your short list. So the short list, I think, and I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, your short list is probably 21, Snoop Dogg, hold on, let me see. Killer Miller, and hold on, let's see. And that's it. Ain't got nobody else. That's got to be it.
This is what got me. You guys are the voice for the It's a Small World. You guys did that?
Yes.
Vocals?
Yeah.
That was with Michael Jackson. That was with Michael Jackson. And when we would go through the ride, I don't think they have it at Disneyland anymore, or wherever. I think it was at Disneyland.
Yes, Disneyland.
And
yes.
And we did that with Michael Jackson.
Wow.
Well, Captain EO.
So we were the voices of all those little creatures and animals.
Yeah.
Down at in Florida at that one.
Disney World.
Disney World.
Disney World.
Yeah, we've been blessed. We've been blessed to do a lot. Not only those particular projects that you're talking about now, but there are many more. Who I don't know. It always is a little bit weird to start naming. We did this and we did that and we did something else, because all our blessings come from God. And so as we work, you know what I mean, and hopefully those even on our short list, we still have benefited hopefully from one another through the musical experience itself. And so that music binds everything together in perfect harmony. Thing that we've been blessed to be able to do, and I think that's what helps us to remain focused.
Yeah.
And when did you start? And when you were kids, deciding, we're going to do this. How did that come about?
Well, it's just that, you know, we grew up in a musical home. My mother was very, very. I don't remember. We don't remember being in our home without music. So we learned to appreciate music, because she always had music going. We come from a single parent home. Our mother raised us in South Los Angeles. Our father was killed in the Korean War. Oh, wow. So we just had our mom who raised us, but every time we turned around, there was music. And, you know, through the different avenues, I mean, we listened to all types: jazz, R&B, classical, spirituals, all of it. So we learned to appreciate all of it because she loved it so much. Our starting, you know, it comes from her prayer. Well, God, like Oren said, but she's not here with us any longer. But she used to tell the story about, she went to see Marian Anderson or someone at a concert.
My mother loved me.
And she was pregnant with me. She was pregnant with me, and she said she put her hands on her stomach, you know, on her pregnant. Oh, excuse me, I'm knocking stuff over on the desk.
That's okay.
But anyway, she put her hand on her stomach, and she said she wanted her kids' voices to be heard all over the world. Wow. And it ended up where, you know, that it came to fruition, because through, we not only do records, but we've done TV, movies, commercials,
live tours,
and live tours. So we've been been blessed to have done everything in the entertainment industry. entertainment industry. So that comes from that prayer where she said, I want to hear my kids' voices
Beautiful.
heard all over this world.
Lord.
So I always think of that when people ask that question. And she saw to it that we were all, tuned in. We all had like music lessons.
Mm-hmm.
Orrin and Maxine and Luther played the cello and the piano. I played at the piano because all I wanted to ever do was sing. But she made sure that we had all of those lessons that we needed.
Yes, yes.
To prepare us for what we ended up doing. So, and then we used to work. Am I talking too much? Orrin,
No, go right ahead. No, that's why you're here.
Well, I think that's important because Julia was the spearhead of it all. She went from an early age, as did I. I came up on the other end of it, and so it was really natural for me. But because of the path that Julia and Maxine had sort of burned out for us, it just came really natural to me. Harmonies and singing and everything like that is something I cannot remember not participating in.
That's right.
And so it's just been a natural experience, which is a blessing.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Julia.
No, I was just saying that, so just like you said, it was natural and it came from her. She was a great singer. She just never went professional. And so she was our biggest fan, I think, because she never went professional. So when it came time for us to step into the place where we said, oh, let's do this professionally, which, birds of a feather flock together. So during school, you find people that have the same likes that you do, whatever you do. And you follow that route. But my mom, she just was one of our strongest supporters.
And it happens for you guys so naturally. And I, Kenny Hendrix, are you going to play something for us?
Yeah.
Are you ready to play something? Okay, I want to tell you guys something real funny, but you have got to meet my granddaughter because she is absolutely stunning. She is so incredible. Okay. I saw a couple of things on television and I said, Bailey, Nana wants you to start a book club. And I want you to start this book club because I saw someone on television, 9 years old, who has started a book club. And she says, okay, Nana, I'll start a book club. She says, but what I really want to do is start a singing club. I said, oh, really? I said, do you really? And she said, yeah, that's what I really want to do. I said, oh, okay. I said, but Bailey, it's called singing, not singing. She said, no, Nana, I want to sing, like church.
She's talking right.
I heard that.
She said, no, Nana, like sing, like church.
She's talking about gospel. I know. I can relate to it.
She said sing. She did not say sing.
Yeah.
She
and let me tell you, once it's in you, it's not ever going to leave.
That's right.
I think it would serve her well and you well and all the whole family well to give her as much support.
Absolutely.
Although it may be a track that a lot do not run, but once that is in you, it does not go away. So many people have come up to me and they know that we're professional in the professional ranks. And they go, oh, I used to sing, or such and such stopped me, or I used to do this, both male and female. I used to sing, but such and such stopped me. And you can just see I'm not going to say pain, but you could just see the desire, unfulfilled desire.
Because it's in you.
Coming through their eyes.
Yeah. And I'm glad you said that because I want her to sing because she said sang now.
Sing.
Let her sing.
Tell her sing.
Sing. That's right.
Sing.
That's right.
But part of that too, part of singing is the preparation that allows you to really do it, not just talk about it.
Yes.
Be about it. Don't just talk about it. Be about it. Let it be in all aspects of your life, because if you do not give it that, you are not going to be able to benefit to the level that really God has blessed you to do it with. And so unless you commit yourself to it, it will never, the full energy of it will never be manifest if you do not cultivate it. Because there's a lot of people that can sing. It's a lot of people that can sing. It's people that can sing.
Okay.
If they don't continue to cultivate it and nourish it and do the things to make it better, then they're going to reach a plateau.
Yes.
You don't want
And
that.
they'll never reach the highest height.
And a lot of
Yes.
people, especially,
That's what I'm talking about.
rapping,
Yes, yes.
people think it's easy. It's an easy route. Oh, I can do this.
Right.
I'm good. I can do it. And I go out here. You know, there's a whole lot of work behind it. There's homework. There's wood shedding. There's everything you got to do to get to this point. Because there's a hell of a lot of really, really good, talented musicians out there that are incredible. But
that's right.
Do what it takes to make it to that next level. But
You know, that word that I love that you just used there is woodshedding, because we did a lot of woodshedding with our lessons. That's how, because we were blessed to be able to go into to do movies and TV and things, and for most of that you have to know how to read music.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
So with our lessons, along the piano lessons and the cello lessons and the singing lessons, because I always took voice also. We had to learn how to read music, and so that elevated us to the next level of being able to do those extra little things outside of doing just studio work.
Yeah.
We grew up under a fabulous music ministress. I'll use that word, music minister, Doris Novell, in church. So when we were little kids, it was always, sometimes people say we were drug babies because mama drug us to church every day we got. So it was, and you know, hey, but the bottom line was that Miss Novell was the piano teacher.
Yeah.
She was also the choir director of all, you know, so as we from little kids, literally with the little short white things on, you know, the little short white robes.
Yes.
So, yeah. Because always, and I know you know the short white robe.
Yes.
So Miss Novell was really quite instrumental in supporting Mama. Mama like pushed us into there. Mama was super talented. But Miss Novell also, she took that same dream that Mama had, and she kept pushing and pushing and pushing. And she didn't take second as being, you know, as good enough. And she didn't just take good enough, you know.
Yeah.
Well, she looked for excellence. She pursued excellence all the time.
Yes.
And I think that would swat your knuckles if you messed up on the keyboard. No, not hit them where you were in pain or anything. But, you know, that's how
you get those knuckles. Yes, that's good. And there's so much to be said about what happened when we were kids, and the same thing isn't happening today.
No,
the same thing is just not happening. Not happening. That's why
a part of the reason that I think it is, in my humble opinion, is that we as a society took music out of schools. That should have never happened.
Should have never happened.
Never be out. Shop should be never out. Auto mechanics and wood shop, things like that. Those things do not need to be removed from the school, especially the things of the arts, which those things are mechanical. Everybody's not given the same gifts. And so move music out of the schools. And that's why I say it's our fault that the music is at the level that it is, because when we were coming up, we could have music lessons. We could go to school and check out a flute or check out a bass or check out a cello or any other instrument like that, and just get a note from your mother that she would be responsible for it. And then therefore you could go, and we had band and orchestra and choirs and things like that. But when we remove that from the school, and this is a credit to the kids these days, because they are taking what they have and using what they have to make that artistic statement. And so that is, in my humble opinion, is the beauty of that spirit of creativity that is within the young ones. They are taking what they have and they're making it work to the best of their ability. If they have to sample, if they do these other things. So I really look at us for the reason that things took the turn that it has, in my humble opinion. So,
what was your first professional gig as a singing group or as a group?
As a group or individually?
Or maybe even individually.
You know,
well, individually, I sang with Bob Dylan.
Oh.
It goes back to Bob Dylan. It went back to It's been a while. It's
I remember Sonny and Cher when they were just Sonny and Cher.
Oh, really?
Okay.
You know what? We were a part of that wall of sound that Phil Spector. That was some of our sessions that we started as a group.
Mm-hmm.
There were other people in there, but that was our real start as saying that where we start really singing together, because we individually were kind of doing our own thing. I was singing with some other ladies. Maxine was singing with another group. Orrin was singing with another group. Luther, he was just in and out both.
I wanted to play football. I would start off on my way to piano lessons, and before you get off the block, you had to get past everybody else playing in the streets. Yeah. Am I right? So everybody's playing in the streets and you walking on your way to piano practice. I mean, come on. You know. So every now and then I would ditch, you know, but the bottom line was that I was in the orchestra. I started in the 5th grade in the orchestra with the cello, and played it all the way till my high school graduation. I did play it at that point also. But the singing was like automatic, because with Mama, when we had chores to do in the house and she would like send the whole crew to do these chores, for some reason we would start singing these songs, and the songs that we were singing were the same songs that now we grew up in a Presbyterian church at the time, and we would sing the arrangements that the chancel choir was singing, and we were kids. Or we had the 4 voices. We had a soprano, alto, a tenor, and a baritone. I mean, a baritone bass. So we had all the voices, and we would mime or mimic what you would see in the chancel choir or the big people choir at the church.
Yeah. And you guys were the young people singing it.
We were just here.
And for me, I grew up walking to elementary school with the Cole brothers, Larry Cole and Kenny Cole, and another friend of ours, Thomas Jackson. And we grew up performing.
Oh, did you?
Yes, from elementary school. And we had a nice little reputation. We'd be singing in the halls and just turning it out. We had all the girls, everything. So if other people want to join our group, we'd be in the Battle of the Bands and just turning stuff out. But what happened that took it to the next level, but that was very important in the training, stage presence, you know what I mean, and things like that, because we hitting it with the guys could dance, and you had to be able to do the whole thing and perform the vocals at the same time back in the day. So that was great training. But what happened was, I think I was probably really early, still maybe in elementary school, just going to junior high school. And Luther and I went to a recording session with Julia and Maxine.
That was our real session.
Yes, this was the first one that I actually recorded. I had recorded with another gentleman who was teaching us as we were kids, and we'd go around to Bakersfield and sing all that and stuff like that. But the first real gig that I heard myself singing back on the radio was a recording session I went to with Julia and Maxine. And Luther and I were just sitting there, and Phil Spector said, "Well, can you sing?" And I said, "Yeah, I could sing. I've been singing my whole life, hearing harmony and everything. I never knew how to not sing, but that's a blessing. Not anything that I had to go and grind about. It was just automatic." And he said, "Can you guys get out there and sing?" And me and Luther went out there and sang, and that song was the biggest record in the history of radio.
Really?
Yes, that You Lost the Love and Feeling by the Wright Brothers. And I go to school, I say, "I'm singing on that song." And you know how to be in the hood, they'd be like, "You get ready to get shut up." You know what I mean? Lying. And all that kind of stuff.
Wow. So you guys sang with the Righteous, Righteous Brothers.
Yes. That was my first one. That was the first time I was able to hear myself back on the radio at a very early age, to hear yourself on the radio.
Young.
And he gave me $20 too.
$20.
I was dumb.
I remember when that song was out, and remember we just only had AM radio back in the day.
Yes.
The song, being familiar with the song, being familiar with the Righteous Brothers. You know, I was a kid and I thought these brothers, and their last name was Righteous.
So it ended up that being inspiration.
Wow.
You know, to get to that level at an early age, it kind of makes you focus at that point.
Yeah.
From a young age, which is critical. And you talk about it, was it your niece or somebody like that?
My granddaughter.
Who's niece?
My granddaughter.
My granddaughter. Let that experience be now. Let it develop now. Let her really be committed to it now. So then by the time she gets old enough and she realizes that other people out here can sing too. What separates you from that is your preparation.
Sing. Yeah, she wants to sing. She says now.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I'm with it. I'm with it.
She's
the future. She's
yeah,
the future.
she is the future. That's for sure. Now you say you guys sang what you were singing with Larry Cole and Kenny Cole.
Yes.
Larry Cole from Pasadena.
Cole and Thomas Jackson. Can you say that again?
Larry Cole from Pasadena.
No. Larry Cole from 117th in Avalon.
Okay, I wonder if it's the same Larry Cole and Kenny Cole that we actually grew up with.
I don't think so.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah.
No, because they didn't grow up in Pasadena. We grew up.
They grew up in.
We grew up in South Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Larry Cole, and he's got a brother.
We grew up right around the corner from where the Watts Wise started.
Okay.
The Watts Wise started right around the corner from where we lived.
Yeah.
Right.
My grandmother was, and so we grew up halfway in Watts and half the time in Pasadena. So
there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
So we're actually that Alta Watts culture.
There you go. There you go.
We all the same.
to San Francisco too.
Yeah. We all the same.
Yeah, absolutely. So Kenny, Kenny Hendrix, let's get on some of that good music
trying to play
from the Waters.
Yeah,
well,
if you stop, she'll start.
Oh.
And we're gonna listen to the latest single by the Waters. What you
Waters
give is what you're gonna get back.
Absolutely.
Come on.
Absolutely. We know that. That's called karma.
Hey, come on now.
Okay.
That's right. The song was written as a sign of the times right now. Hopefully people will connect with it and identify with it.
You get pushed around to disagree, and they're gonna beat you down. That's what it's like.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
We can barely hear it, Kenny. I don't know what's happening.
What you gonna get back?
There it is.
There it is.
Oh, injustice breeds injustice. Is there anyone that we can trust?
All right.
Oh, of our nation's plans to Uncle Sam that was supposed to be that. Oh, that's what it's like. You it's what you give. It's what you're gonna get back. You done made the people angry. Talking that smack.
Talking that smack. Talking that smack.
Oh.
I mean, we all got a right to roll.
We all got it.
Voice opinions on the nose. The winners win and the losers lose. My ancestors stood firm for respect to dues. Don't do it once, just make it a habit. Decide red or blue, get into your palate. It's for the ones who always feel like they don't have nothing. It's from the bottom, it's a struggle trying to have something. Oh.
Gotta have something.
You don't want to. You can always be seen later. Look right here. They can hear you.
Yes. Talking that smack. Get back.
Ain't nothing but a trick.
It ain't nothing but a trick. I want to hear that again.
I don't know, but the way I was hearing, I don't know if it's my computer or what's happening here, but it was going in and out.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
well, that is awesome.
Thank you. It's
That
a really good
is
song.
awesome.
Well, you guys have
That's
heard
our
it.
new
You guys have
release.
heard
You
it.
know, it's on YouTube, everybody, and it's on Spotify, CD Baby, Amazon. It's on all of the avenues those avenues where you can go in and
Yeah.
Yes.
Where did you record that?
But it, you know, it says vote, vote, vote. It's encouraging. You know, we got to get out there and vote. You know, we don't say how to vote, but
yes,
we need
say
to get
vote.
out and be conscious.
We'll tell them how to vote.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. So Kenny, what were you saying?
Where did you record that?
In Orange Studio.
Uh-huh.
Oren has a home studio, so it was recorded there.
Great.
Nice.
That is, I love that.
Yeah, there's more to follow too, by the way.
Outstanding. It's what?
There's more to follow too.
Oh, that is outstanding. That is outstanding.
Thank you, Yolanda.
Now, do you guys mind if we use that as our theme song?
Oh, please, no. You're very welcome.
Please do.
Oh my God, that is, I love that.
I'd be so honored.
Yeah. I love that. I love that. You're gonna get it back. I love it.
Come on, man. Come on. That says a lot to a lot of people.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Just be on the right side of that. You
yes,
know,
be on the right side.
Yes.
That's right. That's
even
absolutely.
Take that extra effort. Yes.
Yes. That is so powerful. And and not only is there a message in that, but everybody's gonna love that because you've got everything in it. You've got the I don't want to call it rap in it, but you've got a sound beat. Yeah. You've got everything there.
We got King Stacy in there doing his thing.
Yes.
Proud to have him. Exactly.
Yes. You've got everything.
Check him out too, you guys. That's he's got a new record out also. King Stace. He's
King
starting the business. King Stace. He's coming out. So he's quite a young man. My nephew.
Oh, is that right? Okay. Hey, we need to keep it all in the family.
Hey, our family.
That's how we do it.
Especially when you can.
That's right. That's how, especially when you can. That's how we have to do that. That's absolutely. And I'm glad that you said that because Reese Witherspoon has put her 16-year-old son out there on. Okay, did you see that? And she's got her name out there and she's doing her dance and her son has put his song out there. But honey, let me tell you, it ain't nothing like this. Okay.
Hey,
we appreciate it.
It ain't nothing like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Glad
it ain't nothing like, hey, well, come on, there's no comparison, really.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
We got a little more we're going to send you too.
Absolutely wonderful. Well, this is the place you really want to do it. This is the place where you really want to do it. Okay. And I am so serious. This is why we needed to start off Black Music Month with the Waters. This is absolutely why. This is absolutely why. So you guys have been around and you, as I said, you never fade. You never, ever fade. You are still burning. You're still burning.
You got that right.
And you know what? Look at the other groups, unfortunately, and I do mean unfortunately, they faded. They have unfortunately faded. And because
did she freeze again? Yeah, Collette.
Yeah, she froze again.
Yeah, she froze up. So Oren, you got your home studio. Tell me about your studio, man.
Oh, well,
what has happened.
You know what? For me, it's a opportunity to exercise a therapeutic experience whenever you want to.
Okay.
You know what I mean? When you have the facility where you have to go to someone else's studio or you have to do something like that, it can, in my humble opinion, delay the creative process. When you have the studio at your own studio, you come down, you turn everything on, you can get immediately into what you're you can immediately get into the music.
Right.
And that is important to me. I've had them for years. I have friends that have real home studios. Mine is nice, don't get me wrong, but I have a friend, John Barnes, who has a real studio at his home. And so it's things like that that have been inspiration. Tina Marie, Julia.
Yeah.
Tina Marie had a nice
That's
studio.
where we used to record all of her stuff, was at her home studio.
Oh, okay.
We used to go to her home. God rest her soul. Never left her soul.
Yeah, yeah. Well, doesn't Patrice Rushen, who's up there by you?
Oh, yes.
She has
Yes.
yes.
Yeah, she's got a studio at home.
She has a real one. Yes.
I got to share this with you, though. I fuss with Oren all the time because sometimes I'll call him when he gets what I call carried away, because I might call him in the morning and he'll say, "This better be good." That means that he's been up all night until 6 or 7 in the morning in that studio. I say, "Oren, get to bed and get some rest."
Yeah.
That's the downfall of having it in your home, because like he says, then he goes downstairs and he's in that studio, and then he's in heaven.
For hours. We have a quasi host who has his own studio, but this is a place that you have to see, because this guy lives right up on the top of Mulholland. That drive that you do not want to take, and if you get on that drive, you're doing the white knuckle thing and you're sweating profusely. But when you get to the top, his street is about this wide.
Oh my God. Oh no.
But listen, he has 2, I don't mean 1, I don't mean nothing but 2 gigantic containers that he bought off of a ship out there in the ocean.
Wow.
And he turned those containers into a studio. It is something that you have to see. You have to see this, because he turned it into a studio. He does have ongoing recording there. And when you walk out there and you look at the side and you think, this is off of a ship. This is a container. But when you walk inside, you are mesmerized because he has turned these containers into a studio. But what he did, because it was impossible to drive the containers up to Mulholland, that's impossible. And I do mean impossible. He had to get permission.
A helicopter?
A helicopter.
I mean.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
He had to helicopter those containers in one at a time. And he said it was a spectacular ordeal. But you need to see this. You need to see this container that is now a studio. And I mean, it is off of the hizzy.
Wow.
When I went there, I told Kenny, I said, you got to see this. So, I took my phone. I said, you got to see this. This is most incredible.
Yeah.
A container off of a ship.
Yeah.
2 containers.
I'm gonna tell you, since we're talking about those, I have to mention Ray Parker Jr.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm telling you right
now. State of the art, I'm sure. Yeah.
It's some individuals that really, and this is a part of being committed to what you do.
Yes.
Either you in or you not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to be about it. If you're about it, be about it. I'm temporarily in it. Like, this is not a hobby for us. God has blessed us to really be a part of it. And so then it takes our dedication and our commitment to make sure we cultivate what God has given us the ability to do. And then it starts to really magnify. That's why we end up here with you right now.
Yes.
It's such an honor that somebody would be interested in what you do and really what you would do for free. And so it's those kind of things that are blessings from God. And that's why I continually go back to that, because that is just what the truth is. And so if this is going to be inspirational for those that shall come after us, let us tell them the truth.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Let us tell them what will allow them to benefit and to move forward without a whole bunch of painted up stuff or anything like that. Let's tell them the truth.
Yes.
You know what, we've been blessed to do. It's the gift and the talent that God gave us. And it's biblical that if you don't use the gifts that God gave you, then you lose it.
Yes.
I believe it was Paul Desmond who said, somebody asked him something about how he got so good or something. You guys are familiar with Paul Desmond, I'm sure.
Yes.
He said, I studied music to the detriment of everything else in my life.
Come on. Gary Bart's a friend of mine. told me years ago, a friend of mine, Chloe Miller, told me that Gary Boyd said, this is a beautiful one that I always will remember too. Music, M-U-S-I-C, man understanding spiritual information clearly.
Wow.
Wow.
Hello. Now,
You know, music is the
one.
universal
Yes,
language. I think
it
there's
is a universal
music
language.
out there for
Yes.
everybody. There's
Yeah.
music if you're feeling sad. There's music if you're feeling happy. There's music if you're feeling that you want to get up and dance and party. There's music. It just hits all aspects of your emotions, you know, in whatever emotion you're listening to. There's music if you just want to chill back and just say, okay, I want to sleep. You know, so music is definitely universal. Yes. And without it, I don't know where any of us would be. Well, first of all, God, but I don't know where we would be without music in our lives. You know,
I can't imagine a world without music.
No.
It's for us as a people. I think music goes deeper than, and I don't mean this disparagingly for anybody else, but it's just we as a people. It's just something that's it's innate. It's within us. You know, we call it soul music because there's so much of our soul that we put into it. And I think it means, as Black people, it means more to us than I believe any other.
It does to anybody else.
Well, you know, you're absolutely
you
right.
watch little kids. You watch little kids who have little Black kids who have rhythm and things like that. It's just innate. It's there within us.
Yes.
And some people are lucky enough to be able to cultivate that, and like you said, Oren, just be dedicated to it, and then be in a position to let the rest of the world enjoy what they can do. Because I'm telling you, there's nothing better than listening to really, really accomplished musicians really play and really work their craft. I was listening the other day to William Tell Overture.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the house was empty, so I can just crank it. Brass, the horns, the strings, and everything. So you're right, Julia. It's all kinds of music. There's a time to chill. I can listen to rock. I'm a big Jimi Hendrix fan.
Yes, exactly.
Thus, Kenny Hendrix.
Yeah, and
Me too.
I see all those guitars. I see all those guitars back there. You know, I can't help but to go to them every time we get that shot of you, baby boy.
Okay.
All them guitars back there. You must be doing something.
Nothing like you guys are doing, but
I don't know.
I dabble.
Well, you know what? I'm glad you said that because Kenny Hendrix has a group. So I would go to Dallas, and you know, Julia, I'm always in Dallas, and that's my home.
Yeah.
Well, I would go with him, or he would go to the club or wherever he was going to play. And my girlfriend and I, or my sister and I, we would go to wherever he was. And I want you to know, folks follow him. Folks, unfortunately, not to the degree where you guys are, but in Dallas, they have a following. And it's interestingly enough, they get requests to perform at Papa Do's. So if you know anything about Papa Do's, baby,
come on now.
Anything about Papa Do's, that's a great thing.
Yeah.
Hey, man,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There was one time he has played at some dives, and you know I'm real sedity. I'm real.
You are.
The dives.
Say that again.
Okay. So I don't go to the dives. Okay. I'll sit out in the car, and they can open the door. So when I hear the music, I'm outside. Then I'm dancing.
Yeah, but let me tell you too.
Okay.
That's a part of it too.
Yep.
That's a part of it too. Being able to do that. You know what I mean? The more you perform to different audiences, you gain different understanding of the audience. And that is what you are there to do, to entertain not a specific type of person, but be able to entertain all people.
Yeah, and they're good. They're very good. They are good.
Going to countries where they did not even speak English.
Yeah,
It's in there grooving, and you can still feel that same spirit of the music in it. That's what you guys were alluding to. It doesn't matter what language; it's universal feeling that music creates in all of us. And they say it calm the savage beast too.
I got a funny story for you guys. A girlfriend and I, because I love Snoop Dogg. I'm sorry, I love Snoop Dogg. Okay?
Girl, stop.
I do. You know, I have always liked Snoop Dogg.
I like him
and
too.
So we a few years ago, he was doing a performance at UCLA, and my girlfriend and I said, let's go out here and see Snoop Dogg. Okay. with all these. We went out to see Snoop Dogg at it was during the summer, doing one of his performances at UCLA, and it was I can't think of the guy that opened up the show for him. I can't think of his name, but Snoop Dogg
Another
came out
rapper.
and he said, "What is this happening out here?" He said, "I don't smell nothing." And so me and my friend looked at each other and said, "Uh-oh."
Oh.
And before we turned around, the whole place,
Lit
all
Lit
lit
up.
had lit up, and he had gone, and we said, "Uh-oh, we better get out of here," because we had got a little contact in it. It was like, oh my God.
Oh,
I
yeah,
love
you
it,
gotta
but
go
he had
now.
that place rocking. He had
Oh
that
my
place
gosh.
rocking.
Oh
But
my
that was
gosh.
a funny story, because I had never really gone to an act, such as he is,
Yeah, bad,
on
bad.
purpose to see an act. But that's just me.
Yeah.
I like to take in whatever I can take in to see what's happening.
That's that mixture, Julia, that Mama raised us with. All flavors,
Yeah,
all genres of music.
All of
You
it.
know, from
That
rap to
really,
classical,
it really
to
is.
gospel to Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
Oh,
all
gosh,
of that kind of
yeah.
stuff. You
Yeah.
know.
Some of the language, I have no idea what they're saying or anything.
exactly.
And I don't appreciate some of the language that they do use. I'm not saying that I was enjoying that part of it, but just seeing this man, because God gave him a talent also.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
But I will tell you a funny story about Papa Do's. We were booked at Papa Do's in Fort Worth. This was several years ago. And me and my two guitar players that showed up, we were waiting on a bass player and a drummer. And one of my the lead guitar player is black, and my rhythm guitar player is a white guy, right? So we're setting up, and the manager walks out and he says, "Listen, he's one of the floor managers." He said, "My manager said we were trying to book I'd gone through an agent. We wanted to book a country band." I guess you could tell we weren't a country band. Man, we're not a country band. He said, "Well, let me go talk to my manager." So in the meantime, I get on the phone with my agent and stuff like that. And she said, "I told him you guys were in a country band. And what was going on is the Fort Worth Rodeo was happening."
Oh.
Makes sense, and by that, my guitar players are shutting their cases. They're getting all pissed off. And, calm down, guys. Calm down. And it was like going to the car dealer. Keep going back to the manager.
Yeah.
I'm talking to the agent. Finally, they say, "Well, listen, we can't get anybody else. Just do what you can. You just do what you can, guys." By the end of the night, I'm gonna tell you, at the end of the night, there was a table with about 20 cowboys sitting there. We had them on their feet.
Okay.
That's right.
Yeah,
Enjoying the
exactly.
moment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
You tailored it to what we did. What we did. But we had such a good time at it. Everybody had a good time. So
Come on now.
it's just about pleasing the people and enjoying yourself.
That's right. And you know what? That's what infects the audience.
Exactly.
If you're having a good time, and what multiplies it is when you start to do that, and then the audience starts to give it back to you, and then you start to build that doggone momentum. Then you have a situation where it's just bliss, where everything is just what it's supposed to be.
Like clockwork.
But people have to participate. You know what I mean? What you give is what you get back. And that's one of the parts of it. That's one a very important part of it, because you cannot get stagnant. You cannot become still. You cannot be angry or mad at the audience. It's a cohesive relationship. And you're creating, back in the day, like the mothership and all of them, they used to get down and funk it up.
The Funkadelic.
Now you're talking about somebody
the Funkadelic.
Beyond any race or any
boy.
kind of music or anything. They just give it that funk.
Some of the best musicians in the world. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Now, you guys toured with Tony Bennett.
No, we toured with Neil Diamond. We've toured
Neil Diamond. I'm sorry.
Paul
Neil
Diamond. We toured with Don Henley. We toured
John Fogerty.
John Fogerty.
Johnny Rivers.
Johnny
Patti LaBelle.
Yes.
Debbie Allen and Fame.
Okay.
Bobby Womack a little bit.
Okay.
I understand Bobby Womack was a hell of a guitar player.
Woo! He played
Wow.
the guitar upside down.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
What?
Yeah.
Yes, he played the guitar
I don't know
upside
that.
down. People like that, I'm gonna tell you, you guys are giving me chills right now.
Yeah, because he's
when
left-handed.
I'm telling you, I'm serious. When you get around people like that, Smokey Robinson and Lamont Dozier, and people that pull things out of the air, and they just go by and they say, wait a minute. Do this when it gets right here. Do this right here, and you do that, and just everything just turns into a magical experience.
Wow.
I'm telling you, it's amazing to be blessed to be around.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, that is when something, and it's some people have this thing that they can hear, and they do this and do that, and you're going. We did a session back in 2013, and we covered this tune. You ever heard Ben Harper's "Still My Kisses"?
Okay.
Anyway, well, we covered that tune, and my lead guitar player did some stuff on it. I didn't even hear him doing it during the session, and when we played it back, I'm like, "Man, where did you get that?"
Right.
He's like, "I don't know."
Right.
You got it.
This just came out, and it's just
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you with Michael. Mama say, mama say, mama kusa.
Yeah,
Mama
yeah.
say, mama say, mama he who he. Michael, what do mama say, mama say, mama me? You know, he say, oh, it don't mean nothing. Just sing it, and that little stuff just set stuff on fire.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that God is amazing. He gives everybody different gifts, and certain people have it, and there we have it.
So what was it? Was a really memorable tour, concert gig, or something that stands out? Maybe something crazy happened. Somebody jump on stage, or anything crazy happening.
All of the above.
I also toured with Tom Jones. Now that was some crazy stuff back in the day when all of these ladies would really jump on the stage. And well, we've seen people throw their underwear on the stage for Neil Diamond. So it just depends who's at the audience, who's in the audience doing things. But Tom Jones, that was some crazy stuff back then, you know. But a great tour was the Paul Simon tour, because you were with all the different nationalities of that band. That was one of the greatest bands in the world.
When he got into the South African music thing.
We went to the South. Yeah, we were the first group over there when it was coming to the end of apartheid. And we were the first group over there. And, you know, they were threatening our lives and threatening lives, bombs going off, you know.
Wow.
So that was a very, very intense period back there with Paul Simon, you know. And I always came to his defense when people, I don't know if you guys remember, they were coming against him, talking about he was just using the Africans. And we always said, you know what? He gave them life.
Yeah.
Because if he hadn't hired them to do his show, nobody would have heard of him.
Lady Smith, you talking about Lady Smith?
Yeah, Lady Smith, Black Bamba. We worked with all of them, and they were fantastic musicians and singers.
Yes.
But it was just a great. That was just a great. And that you had your Brazilian. You had Michael Brecker on the and
Chris Bodie.
Chris Bodie, who is famous now. I mean, you know,
Richard T. Jr.
Richard T. We had
guitar player. Richard
Keyboard.
Keyboard. Who's the guitar player?
Yeah. But that was a great band. You had, you know, like I said, they were from all over the world, from all over South Africa.
Wow.
Africa was those musicians. And I mean, it was, you're playing these big stadiums, 200 and some thousand people.
Wow.
At every concert.
Yeah.
You know, and that concert that we did in the park in New York, which was 750,000 people.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're kidding. Really?
750,000 people. And to perform before all these screaming.
Yes.
Still call us about those concerts.
Wow. So after COVID, are you going to get back on the road?
Well, I don't know, because right now we're just taking this as it's going. You know, we're doing the social distancing and everything that everybody, and everything is shut down. And, you know, singing right now, unless you're really doing it by yourself, it's not the wisest thing to do.
Oh, well, I mean in 2021, summer of 2021. I'm not talking about today. I'm talking about summer of 2021, because that will be when we'll all be able to get out.
Well, it depends. It depends on who was going out, what, because, you know, we're used to going out with a different caliber of people.
Yeah, of course. Yes, of course.
People
of
that.
Course. Yes, of course.
You know,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So like your Neil Diamonds, and but all of those type of people have retired now. So I know Neil retired, Paul retired.
Yes.
You know, so
quite a few of them have retired.
Quite a few of them are not going out anymore. So it's a different. So I don't know. That's a tough one to answer. It just depends on who called, where we were going, how long.
How long?
Yeah.
How long is the thing? Because, you know, you get to a place where you don't want to be gone from home
all that time. 6
like
months.
3 months at a
Let
row.
me jump in right. It don't matter how long for me.
But you guys are in position.
I know that what I would hope that we would be able to do is perform the task that we have committed to do. So how long it would not be something that I would consider. It wouldn't matter to me, because if I say yes, then that means yes.
Then we would do it. Whatever we would say yes to, then we and that's another thing. We've always done what we said. We've always been kept up with our word. If we said yes, then we do it.
Then you do it. Yeah. Well, let's see. Ken, do we have some more music coming up?
It's coming up right now.
Okay. And folks, we will be right back. I am your host, Collette Williams, and Kenny Hendrix, and the Waters are here. Don't go anywhere, because we've got more of the Waters coming up. We will be right back.
This world used to be. Sitting here all alone, wondering what became of singing birds, blue skies and trees. Oh, where's the harmony? What are we doing here? Who can Thinking back, I can vaguely remember the smell of fresh air and the taste of clean water. It seems so long ago. Now I ask you, what are we doing here? Who can we better come on solution? Against revolution, we're coming to light the seas and barren lands.
Wow.
All righty then.
That was our very first album on Blue Note.
Oh, really?
Yes, we were the first vocal group signed to Blue Note Records. The first vocal group. We used to do all of their artists.
Wow.
And they liked us so well. They said, "Well, let's sign you as a group." And that was on our very first album that we did as the Waters.
What year was that?
Oh, really?
Yes.
What year that was?
No, I'm not. I don't have.
Been 70.
It's got a late 70s, early 80s feel.
Yes, and I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
But I couldn't tell you for sure.
That's that feel from that time.
From that time, yes.
Yeah. Excellent arrangement. Excellent arrangement.
That was Craig Johnson. So he did the Silvers and Jerry Peters. We used to do all of that, all of the music, like for all of those jazz artists.
Mm-hmm.
And although our album didn't end up being a jazz album, we were still signed to that label, but we did all of that, the music for that album at that time. All of the singing for Joe Sample and the Crusaders, all of those.
Oh, and the Jazz Crusaders?
All of those.
Pharoah Sanders.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So again, the short list, because you've got a very long list of who you have performed with. Oh, my God.
We never sang with Prince.
But we played basketball against him. Remember that?
Yeah, basketball against him in his high heel boots, but we never did a session for him. That's another funny story because we did Rick James. That was another buddy of ours, and Rick used to threaten us. Now, I don't ever want to see you working for Prince. Although that's not why we didn't work for Prince, but he's one of the ones that we never got the opportunity, which I love Prince, to really sing on his doing any of his work with him.
Again, a very short list.
I added him to your short list.
I was so into that I forgot to run the commercial. Hang on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
This broadcast is brought to you by Central Neighborhood Health Foundation. Central Neighborhood Health Foundation has 7 locations to serve you: Los Angeles County, San Bernardino County, and Riverside County, with headquarters in Los Angeles on Olympic Boulevard. Central Neighborhood Health Foundation offers general medicine, pediatrics, and women's medicine. CNHF provides affordable, quality health care by appointment or by walk-in to their many homes. CNHF is a Medicare-certified quality health care clinic whose mission is to minimize disparities in healthcare access and outcomes. CNHF provides quality, patient-centered health care for underserved and vulnerable multi-ethnic communities in Los Angeles, San Bernardino, and Riverside counties. You can also visit our social media sites, Central Neighborhood Health Foundation at Facebook.com and CNH Clinics at Instagram. You can also visit our website at cnhfclinics.org. And remember the CNHF Grand Clinic 2624 Food Pantry every first and third Mondays of every month from 10:30 a.m. till 12. And remember, your life, your health, brought to you by cnhfclinics.org. This broadcast is being brought to you by Dr. Bill Relaford's Foot and Ankle Institute. Are you suffering from foot and toenail fungus? Is your back hurting and you don't know why? Well, it might be your feet that are contributing to your back and foot pain. Finally, you can get rid of back and foot pain and toenail fungus all in one visit to Dr. Bill Relaford's Foot and Ankle Institute. Dr. Relaford's antifungal treatment will have you asking, where have you been all my life? Dr. Relaford's foot treatment is known around the world. When you're ready to get rid of that nagging pain in your feet and back, call Dr. Relaford's office at 310-412-0183 for an appointment. Dr. Relaford is located at 455 North Prairie Avenue in Inglewood, California. Remember to call Dr. Bill Relaford's Foot and Ankle Institute for diabetic foot care, neuropathic foot care, and overall wellness. Dr. Relaford can be reached at relafordsinstitute.com. Remember to call Dr. Bill Relaford's Foot and Ankle Institute.
Here we go with the waters. I am your host, Collette Williams, and we're back with the waters. The waters are here, folks. The waters are here. Let's keep this party going. Everybody knows I am a party animal. You see, I had to get up and dance. I had to get up. I am a party animal. And I tell folks, I have this ism. Anytime I hear good music, I have to move. I can't.
That's not an ism, that's a spasm.
Well, I have it when good music is on. I don't pay any, remember, I don't pay any attention to him. Remember that, okay? Remember, I am the matriarch of the family. He ain't.
I know they don't want to give you your props.
I know how you feel, bro.
You're gonna have to put up with.
Yeah.
Hey, that's okay. Estrogen wins every time. So let me ask another question of all of you. And I see Maxine is with her family. She hasn't joined us yet. But where are you in the group? Tell us how the group functions. I know everybody has their part and I can hear it in the music. So how do you know who does? Tell me how you guys put all that together.
Actually, it's really a blessing from God because as Luther was alluding to earlier, we have all the four voices, our natural voices that comprise a choir: the bass baritone, the tenor, the alto, and the soprano. Also, for those of us who also pay attention to everything, it's one air sign, one water sign, one earth sign, and one fire sign as well. And those are the kind of things that just let you really know where the blessings come from and how far back it went. And Julie was saying about our mother, the prayers of the righteous availeth much. And so all of that, man could not have put together our family like he has.
That's a beautiful thing.
And that's just the real part of it. It's really like a movie when you start.
That's a beautiful. Well, we have to write the script for that, and you guys will play your own parts. We have to do that for Waters. So in your bio, you've worked with Whitney Houston.
Yes.
Tell us about working with Whitney. What was that like?
One of the greatest voices ever.
Yes.
Was silenced too soon.
Too soon, yeah.
I loved her. Her voice was like so pure and so real. You hear her sing and you would say, oh no, she didn't hit that like that.
Yeah.
She truly had a gift. You know, like I say, her voice was just silenced too soon.
Yeah.
But a great talent and a very nice, energetic person. You know, we didn't hang out with her, but we did a couple of shows with her, and we did, you know, like I said, we did her couple of her albums with her. But we actually sang the producer that produced The Greatest Love of All, that album.
Yeah.
We actually ghosted like right along with her. I don't know if you'll understand that, with the with her lead vocal to give it that little I don't know what the producer was looking for, because she didn't need any help. It wasn't to help, but it was just for the sound of the
lift.
The lift. But we're ghost singing the whole song. Really? So we had to sing every breath with her.
Wow.
Every word, the way that she pronounced it. And you know, that was fun.
So that was like adding yeast to the flour, to the bread.
There, I guess that's what it was. But like I said, she didn't need us to do that, because that girl could, as your granddaughter said, sang.
Yeah. But you have sang and you sing with everybody. So from Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, did you ever sing with Luther?
Yes.
Okay.
Several times we did, and we did some TV, mostly the TV. I did one album with him. I can't, you know, it's been a
long time. Yeah.
But he had his special girls that he worked with from New York, and who were fantastic.
Yes. Yes.
Fantastic singers.
Singers, yeah. And you guys have an undisputed history. You have undisputed talent. It's most incredible. So I don't believe we have what people would call folks who can't sing. We just have in our community, we just have folks who can sing. There's just no question about it.
Yes.
We have real singers and singers in our community.
Yes.
We do. There's just it's just, you cannot deny it. You cannot deny it.
An edge that we've always taken when we've gone in the studio with people is that whatever we were working on, we wanted it to be a success for them. So we put our whole selves into what they were doing and listened to what they wanted, you know, and tried to enhance that. And of course they ask us from time to time, what do you think? Or what do you think? And we would, and you know, and you're blending those talents together, because I always called us, you know, like you're building a cake, right? You start with the song. Then you have the instrumentation, and then you do all the whatever else you need. But I always said that what we did, the background singing, was the icing.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the last things that you actually record on the song is the background singers. And so it was like the icing put on top of what they already had.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. The icing on the cake.
The icing on the cake.
Which everybody always wants. The
That's
icing on the cake. That's right.
Our friend Philip Ingram from Switch.
Oh,
he
yeah.
always would say, if you want to hit record, just add the waters.
Yeah. That's right.
Hey, and
that's absolutely right.
What? You got to do it with feeling.
Yes, you do. Yes.
To honor him right back, because he's
and by being a family group, the timbres of your voices, you know, like people say, oh, you guys do favor, you look alike, you got eyes alike, or you do this. It's the same thing inside of you.
Yes.
You know, so the timbre of family groups is always, if you've listened, go back to listening to other family groups, and they sound amazing.
Yeah, they do.
Carrie sisters, or the Winans, or the
oh yes,
those family groups. You listen to, you say, wow, the blend. I think I was watching Greenleaf the other day, and you know, the young lady plays
the Winans.
She's a Winan. And before I even knew she was a Winan, I heard her voice. I said, boy, she sounds like the Winans.
The Winans.
Guess what? I looked at the credits, and guess what?
She's a Winan.
A Winan.
Yeah, she is. And the same thing with
Queries.
I don't care. I don't know them, but the Clark sisters.
The Clark sisters. Oh,
fabulous. I watched that show. That it wasn't a series, but it was a movie on the Clark sisters.
Right.
And those are some phenomenal singing women.
Yes, they are.
They are some phenomenal singing women. And the whole idea, the idea of family, it is so profound. To me, it is so profound. And you're right. You're absolutely right, Julia. There is something that just comes together, and it's so succinct. It just meshes. It's like a perfect, I don't know, it's a perfect ball or rotation.
What it is, our vocal boxes are made the same.
Yes, it's got to be it. It's God. It's God. Yeah.
And so then, therefore, when you have the multiples like we have, once again, just to reiterate the point, all four voices of any basis of a choir, and all with the same instrument, basically, with different tones.
Yes.
That's different octaves, I should say.
Absolutely. Interestingly enough, when we were kids, we must have been in junior high, maybe high school also. My father, who is also a musician, get us up from the dinner table and have us go stand up on the ledge where the fireplace was. And
you said the fireplace.
Yes. He would have us stand up in front of the fireplace and sing. to Diana Ross or somebody like that. Because whenever my mother and father would leave, we would put on Mahalia Jackson, and we could clean up the house to Mahalia Jackson.
Yes.
The upper room. In the upper room. Or we would put on Nancy Wilson.
Wow.
And we would sing to Nancy Wilson. Dinah Washington. We would sing to that, cleaning up the house.
Yeah.
And it was just something that we did. And we knew that if they were going to leave and tell us to clean up, we might take our time, but we put on one of those fantastic women, we could clean up in no time.
Yeah.
But it was like that.
Yes, they could.
Yeah, right.
Oh, Kenny. Here we go.
Here we go. Yeah. I got to get him back for that. But you're right. You're absolutely right, Orrin. It's the vocal box that was made all the same way. Yes, that's exactly what it is. And
one thing I just want to add about Whitney Houston that there is a list of historical things that I don't want us to go without mentioning.
Please go right ahead.
Okay. Well, one time, what reminded me of it was when you talked about Whitney Houston's "The Bodyguard" is also a song.
Oh yes, yeah.
Houston that is, and a lot of these are at one time with the number one. I don't know if they're tied for first or second now, but "The Bodyguard" is the most grossed the most movie soundtrack.
Yeah.
The Bodyguard, and that's one. We sang on the biggest record in history, Michael Jackson's Thriller, among 20 to 30.
Oh, did you?
The theme from the Jeffersons, which is the longest running sitcom in the history of television.
Sure is.
The record in the history of the radio is the Righteous Brothers. The biggest selling single recording in the history of Motown Records, I'll Be There. And the biggest selling movie in history, Avatar, are some of the things that I think should be in the list.
Oh, you guys did the work on Avatar as well?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So those
like
things
we've been blessed to not only have been in the studio with recording artists, but in the studio with doing television, in the studio, in the theaters doing movies. I mean, we did Blackula. We've done tons of music. Vampire in Brooklyn. We did a lot of commercials, the Coca-Cola, and
your music transcends all genres.
It transcends. Yes.
Transcends.
That's amazing.
To every avenue of entertainment that we could have done, and stage, which stage is one of my favorite, because you get out of reality. You can be somebody else.
Yeah. But that's a testament to your abilities and your art and your craft.
Yes.
And that you can transcend. I mean, going from the movie Avatar to the Jeffersons to Rick James to Neil
Diamond.
Neil Simon.
Sweet Caroline.
Yeah, Sweet Caroline, Paul Simon. I love Paul Simon. I was just talking about him the other day with my nephew. I mean, it's just, and I like I said earlier, I love all music.
Yeah.
It is refreshing and it's amazing. And again, you guys are just, you have to be super talented and super dedicated to do that. You can't just.
Orrin and Luther were actually in the Jazz Singer with Neil Diamond.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
they Julia are part of Neil's regular band, who, by the way, is an awesome person. I would not want this interview to go by without complimenting Neil on his ability.
But Orrin and Luther were in the movie The Jazz Singer.
Oh, cool.
So that yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen it. I remember the movie. I don't recall.
Oh, you should go and see it. It's interesting. But you see Luther and Orrin in that movie with what's his name? Franklin Ajay.
Franklin Ajay. I remember Franklin Ajay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the Elvis movie. Maxine and I were in the Elvis movie. Just several. All kinds of movies,
and Maxine hasn't made it.
So in the studio wasn't the only thing that we did.
I'm sorry Maxine's not here, because I met her years ago. I'm talking about a brief moment at an ATM machine in Patton.
In Altadena.
Well, actually in Pasadena, because down on the lake. I was on my way to work. I was managing the data center, the network there for Wells Fargo in El Monte. On my way to work one evening, because I was doing the afternoon shift. I had to stop by to get some money, and I'm at the ATM, and I turn around, and this absolutely beautiful woman walks up, and I was floored. And she walked up, and I spoke to her, and she said her name was Maxine Waters. I said, yes, I've heard of you. I'm late for work. And I remember to this day, I can still see her to this day, beautiful and everything. And I drove away thinking, oh man.
Yeah, she's quite a sister.
Yeah, I was sorry she couldn't
also
be
quite a gifted pianist. She's a concert pianist. She plays the piano so beautifully, it's insane. You know.
You know, my mother had we growing up, we had a baby grand piano, and she said whoever excelled at the piano, that's who the piano would go to. Guess who got the piano? Maxine.
That was Maxine.
Yeah. Very classically trained.
Wow.
She can play that piano.
Has she played on any of your recordings?
No, not really.
I don't think
we couldn't get her to really. I don't know why she never. Oren used to try to get her to play on some things. You see, I don't know.
Oh gosh.
But she could play.
Wow.
Good.
Yeah.
I used to see her at church because we went to Abundant Harvest. And when Abundant Harvest was over there on Lincoln, I would see her at church all the time.
Yeah.
But I don't believe I ever saw her in the choir. I don't think.
No, none of us have sang in the choir. Luther sings in the choir.
Okay.
But my last choir days was when we were growing up at really at Bellevue, and I did a couple of things when I was going to Maranatha.
At Maranatha.
Billy Ingram.
With Billy Ingram.
I didn't sing in the choir, but I would do those special programs with Philip Ingram. He would,
Philip
we
Bailey.
did. Philip Bailey. I'm sorry.
Philip Bailey. Okay.
Yeah, Philip Bailey, because we went to Maranatha when Pastor Billy was alive, and we did a couple of special things like that together. But other than that, Luther's the choir person. He still sings in the choir.
Okay. And which choir, Luther?
I'm at Agape Christian Fellowship on 127th and Main, still in the hood.
Oh, really? Okay, down there. Oh, 127th and Main. Ooh, yeah, okay. That's down there, yeah. Okay.
That's
127th and Main. Okay.
For years, Maxine was the choir director, and that's before we really got into traveling with Neil so much. She was the choir director, I think, at Vermont Square. But she was the choir director.
CME.
She was the choir director there. She did that, but I don't think she didn't play the piano. Did she play the piano?
She did everything. She was the choir director.
Yeah.
So she did everything.
Yeah, I think she did. So yeah.
She did everything. Okay. Have you guys ever sang anything with the West Angeles Mass Choir?
No.
I sing at Andre Crouch's funeral, God rest his
soul.
soul.
Okay.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The choir at West Angeles is phenomenal. I gotta give it to you.
That's what I hear.
It is phenomenal. Yeah. And I believe it was the choir from, I can't remember that. What's his name? Southern California Mass Choir. What's his name that sang on Aretha Franklin's album?
I know exactly who
you're gospel, and he had so much controversy.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, he's the one that came out as being gay in the music industry. I want to say he was one of the first ones. What's his name? What is his name?
I know exactly who you're talking about. He passed, the one that passed.
Yes.
Yes, I know who you're talking about, but I can't call his name, Yolanda. I can't.
Okay, I can't think of his name, but on Aretha's album, it wasn't "Mary Don't You Weep." It was the first song on her album on side one.
Okay.
And at the end of the song, she said the Southern California Mass Choir.
Right.
Awesome.
Okay, I can't think of the name of that guy. Oh God, it escapes me.
I hate
old school.
Old school, real old school. Yes.
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Yes, James
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Yes.
Yes.
James Cleveland.
Exactly.
James, yes,
James
yes,
Cleveland. Yeah.
yes, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he did that whole album with her.
Okay.
Yeah.
He did the whole album, but he brought in that mass choir and a few others. But
Yeah.
it is phenomenal. In fact, that was in 1970 something, 1970, probably 72, 3, 4.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And it was a live recording in the church.
Okay.
And it was here on Slauson and Slauson and something.
Mm-hmm.
There was a church there, and that's where they did that recording.
Okay.
And it was phenomenal.
Oh yeah. No
It
question.
was phenomenal.
No question. Edwin
and-
Hawkins was awesome too.
No, it wasn't Edwin Hawkins, but his James
It was James Cleveland. It was
James Cleveland. Yeah.
Now, this was James Cleveland. Yeah.
We know a
Yeah,
couple members of his choir, Ricky Nelson,
Okay.
choir, and a bunch of other talented individuals who we now sometimes work with professionally.
Okay. Okay.
One thing I
Well-
want to mention too, just as a contrast to this, is the Beach Boys
Yeah.
with Mike Love and them too.
Yeah.
That's also a good contrast as we now talk about
The Beach Boys.
genre.
Wow.
Crossing John.
we
The
actually
Beach
got an award with them in
Boys.
2014 when we were in 20 Feet from Stardom. Both of those things hit in the same year. And we actually, they got the Ella Fitzgerald Award, and we got the Ella Fitzgerald Voice Award.
Wow.
And we were inducted into that's our peers that from SAG-AFTRA that voted for us to get them. That was such a prestigious award, you know,
Award,
because like your peers choose you to do that, they vote for you for that. That was an awesome feeling. But we got that along with the Beach Boys, and then we did a couple of their recordings and traveled with them a little bit.
Is that right? I
I
saw
got a
them in
funny
the
story,
80s. I'm sorry. I saw them in the 80s. I had a vendor take me to the Rose Parade, and they performed at the Rose Bowl on
Okay.
New Year's Day when the Rose Parade is.
Yeah.
New Year's Day. Yeah.
Yeah, and I would have never thought I was going to have fun at a Beach Boys concert.
Oh, they're wonderful. They're hilarious. They are.
Now, I did have a couple of adult beverages, so that helped.
You know what? They had the California music, the surfing music. And everybody enjoyed that music.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
Yeah.
they did. Everybody liked that California music. Yeah, that meant something to them.
Wish they
Yeah, you're right.
all could be.
California. Yeah.
That's right.
We are going to take some calls. We've got some callers on this board. We are going to take some calls. Let's get to Hines.
Hey,
Hines,
Hines.
unmute yourself, Hines, so that we can hear you. We've got the waters. There you go.
Go ahead, Hines. You got mute on your phone, maybe?
Okay, Hines.
Probably in Germany, so maybe he.
Yeah, Heinz, he's a dear friend that we met years ago. He was actually, I used to call him the president of our fan club from Europe.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's who it is on there.
Yeah, that's
Must be.
that's
From Germany. Yeah.
Yeah.
From Germany. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Heinz, don't go anywhere because we'll come back to you. Let's go to Teaser Turner. Tizer. Okay, unmute yourself, please.
Everybody's unmuted now.
Okay,
Not on.
maybe not. Okay, let's go to caller at 323. My eyes are so bad. 323-564. Caller, if you'd like to speak to the waters, there you go. There you go.
Hi,
Okay.
family.
What's going on,
Hi.
family? What's going on, Shirley?
I love you all. I love you all. I love your history. I love your talent. I love your heart. You guys are beautiful people.
We love you.
Thank you.
Little Scrubika. Little Scrubika. That's Shirley Holland, you guys. She's been very helpful.
Oh, okay.
to us and our developing music and positioning the things that we have been doing. And so I just want to publicly say thank you to her.
Yeah.
Great.
Thank you.
Really
Thank
coming
you.
up like the gangbusters.
Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Well, thank you very much for being with us. Let's go
Thank
to,
you.
okay, you're quite welcome. Stand by. Let's go to O Bush. Okay. Oh, I see your picture. Oh, yeah, there you are. Okay. Someone, I'm not sure if that's a picture or an album.
It's an album.
Album. That's one of our
Album cover.
That's
Okay.
our album covers.
Okay, very, very good. Outstanding.
Yo, there you
Unmute
Hey,
yourself.
what's up?
Okay.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey,
There we are. There you
Hey.
go.
Hey, what's up? This is Omar. I don't
Omar?
I know Orvin. Hey, what's up, Orvin? How you doing?
Yeah, man, I'm doing good. Good to see you, young man.
Yeah, good to see you too, man. I thought I'd check in, say hello. Yeah. Say hello, what's up,
Got all the
That's
pictures.
a
Got
picture.
all
There's
of
the
it. Look
picture.
at that. There's the picture. Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a picture.
How's the
Yeah.
rest of the family doing, Omar?
Yeah, man, we're doing okay. Me and my mom, we're doing okay.
Good. Good.
Oh.
Good. I'm glad that you checked in on us.
Yeah, man.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got a question for us?
No, not really, man. I'm just here listening,
Hanging out with us.
Hanging out
just hanging out.
Yeah. That's good
Yeah.
enough. That's a good enough reason right there.
Yeah,
Okay,
but I know you guys are on Facebook. I followed you guys on Facebook. That's how I know about the Soon.
Okay.
I know you guys are on Spotify. You got one of the albums on Spotify. So I listen to
Okay.
you guys. I do listen to you guys.
Oh, thank you.
And 20 feet from stardom. I know you guys are on Netflix. So
Yeah.
that's how I know you guys. So
Yeah.
and basically from back in the days, I'm from Altadena, California. So
That's
Hey,
right.
come on now.
yeah, so
Gina.
I know Orin Waters. I definitely know Orin Waters. I remember you.
Yeah.
So
I remember when you was walking home from school and stuff. You was so little and stuff.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
You
Yeah.
grown up. You taller
Wow.
than me now.
Yeah.
Wow. Good, good, good. Well,
Yeah.
thank you for joining us. Let's go to Tanya Washington. Tanya, doesn't say that you are muted. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I don't know how she's in.
Okay. Can't tell.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try one more. 310-413. Okay, there you go. There you are.
Okay. Hi, you guys. How are you doing?
Oh, we're doing
Hey.
good.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I'm one of your childhood friends.
Hey, glad that you called in.
I follow you guys on Facebook all the time. Me and, the family. I'm so proud of you guys.
Very good.
Thank you.
Proud of each other.
Yeah. I tell everybody, I know them. And see, at my church, my pastor, he's into music, and he made a CD, and he was looking for people, and I kept telling him, I know somebody, and he kept looking at me. Well, it's nice to hear from you. Nice to hear all the, accomplishments.
Thanks for
Thank
chiming
you
in.
for coming on. Thank you.
We've got one.
Yeah.
I think Regina might have something to say. Regina, unmute yourself.
Hi, Regina.
Okay, there you go.
Hey, what's up, Regina?
Hey,
That's our
Regina.
buddy, Regina.
Hey there, Julia.
Yeah.
So of course, we grew up together. We all grew up in the same, went to the same schools.
Yeah.
Oren was in my sister's class.
Yeah.
And Maxine was in my brother's class.
Yeah.
At Gompers in 118th.
Families forever.
Yes. And so, but we've, just enjoyed attending, with Paul Simon, with you guys, with the African group.
Yeah.
Of course, Neil Diamond several times, who just enjoyed the show so much.
Yeah.
And from Stardom, of course.
Yeah.
So we're friends, we're family friends, and we just enjoy the Waters. They're There are dogs, you know what I'm saying.
Woo, 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 woo.
Thank you, Jenna.
What's up, Ray? I saw Ray.
Hey,
Hey, Ray.
What's up, Ray?
Lauren, Luther, everybody else.
How's that dog game?
Y'all doing good?
We're doing good.
Okay, the new jam that you got?
Uh-huh.
Oh man, you know I like to dance now.
Yeah.
That tune is rocking.
Thank you, Father.
But you know, we're not surprised because we've known you guys for years, and as Gina said, we attended a lot of concerts with you guys and saw your performances. And besides being fantastic musicians, you're also great friends, and we appreciate you guys.
Back at you.
Thank
Back
you
at
so much. Thanks, Ray.
Keep the music going. Now, one other thing. I grew up, somebody mentioned the old days. I grew up dancing in jukeboxes. I mean, not jukeboxes, but juke joints.
Juke joints. Oh, good.
Juke joints.
There it is, Kenny.
There it is.
Dancing.
High bars and juke joints. Yep.
A lot of good music in juke joints sometimes.
Some of the best is coming from some of those places, man. Yeah. There's a place here used to be called Hole in the Wall, and it was a hole in the wall. The wall was all jacked up. The bar was all jacked up. I saw 3 fires there myself.
3.
Wow.
And, but the people would come visit me, you know, from LA, and I'd take them there, and they said, "Man, you taking me in there?"
Those are the dives that we talked about.
that
I wouldn't go in.
Their life. I mean,
happens.
music, killer musicians, everybody's having a blast. Great, great place, you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll tell you how much of a hole in the wall it is. I drove by it like a Thursday night. I thought, let me go down here Thursday night. It was closed. I thought, all right, then it was on Thursday. So
Kenny, you're gonna have to do something here so we can come and see you.
okay.
I keep telling him that.
Yeah.
Thinking about juke joints, it reminded me of part of our ancestral heritage as well. It wasn't called juke joints, but it was called a honky tonk.
Honky tonk, yeah, honky tonk.
Our great grandmother, I think part of our DNA had developed through them because she had a honky tonk, and she had her children would take turns. One would play the piano till he got tired, then another one would take over and he would play, and then another one would take over. They would rotate like that before records or stuff like that, but still the entertainment had to be in place. And that was part of our history, right, Luther?
Yep, they had a saloon. It was 5 brothers.
Where was it?
5 brothers, and they would just rotate on the piano. And Papa Wade, that was our grandfather.
That's our grandfather.
Yep, he loved playing the piano, and just from a DNA point is that music piece traveled our way too. But if you just look a little deeper, there are other Waters groups, singing groups throughout the country, because that side of the family, that's our father's side, had 9 brothers at that generation, at the grandfather generation.
Wow.
There were 9 brothers and brothers.
Wow.
So you know how many kids that is all over the country.
What part of the country are they from?
But, there's a group out of Detroit. Called the Waters, and sometimes
really
the names cross. That's right.
Our mother. This is another thing. This is another thing when you talk about the different little idiosyncrasies of our family. Our mother's maiden name was Wade. W-A-D.
Wade in the water.
Come on now. Come on.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
And the more we talk about these things, it's all these things like that. And that's what I was telling you about the movie. And they say, what is it? Fiction is stranger than
truth. Truth
is stranger than fiction. Yeah.
Yes. That's that's what's going on. That's what's really
in the water.
We're also distant relative. Alpha Waters is also a distant relative.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I would think so. Is that right?
Your grandmother's juke joint, where was that?
That was in Louisiana.
Yeah, it was like in Shreveport, I think. I think it was Shreveport.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got some roots in Louisiana. Our grandfather on our mother's side was from Louisiana.
Yeah, my grandmother was from Karen Crow, and my mom was from
Lake Charles.
Lake Charles. But my grandmother was from Karen Crow, which we call the Bayou.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know what part he was from.
Real King. She used to speak real Creole. It's like Really.
My grandfather, all I remember was he spoke funny, he talked funny. That's all I remember.
Yeah.
I was a little kid. I couldn't understand half a word.
No, we couldn't. It took a long time to understand. In fact, that drawl, sometimes people listen to me and say, "You have a drawl," and I don't know why, because I was, raised in the United States. Well, that's the United States, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. You don't have a drawl, Southern drawl.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
No.
And
okay. I don't think so.
She's not unleashing it. She's just not unleashing it.
Oh. I get to going sometime and they'll say, "What?"
Hey, y'all.
That comes from my grandmama.
I haven't heard anybody say I'm fixing to do something or I'm finna do something.
Yeah. I'm fixing to do something. That's right.
Yeah, fixing to do. But see,
finna do. That's
finna
right.
do. Finna do and fixing is universal. Finna do and fixing is universal. And I want to know how to spell finna, because I do not know how to spell finna.
F-I-N-N-A.
Oh, okay. And I wonder why it's DNA. Okay. Okay. And fixing to, I can't spell fixing to either. Okay.
I heard that.
Okay. Just some things I have not acquired.
Haven't quite gotten there yet.
Haven't quite.
You're an Altadena lady.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's it. That's part of what they say. That's part of where the bougie comes in.
Come on. I just want to say you said it.
Everybody want to be bougie.
Everybody wants. Okay. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's go. Let's see. I know that Pat is here. Pat, are you wanting to talk to the Waters? I don't know if she was saying she was having trouble trying to unmute. There you are, Pat.
Yes, I am enjoying you guys so very much. I mean, this is what I love, old school music.
Yeah, there you go.
And I just love seeing you all tonight, and just keep that music coming, because it does my body and my soul good.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I was really trying to think about what you guys sang back in 1989 when you did the pageant for me. I cannot remember. I just remember you guys stole the show.
Oh,
that's all I can remember. 89. The pageant was September 3rd of 1989, and it was the Los Angeles Football Classic Foundation's weekend. And the weekend that we brought LA Football Classic here. So it was Grambling and Alcorn that played in the sports arena.
Yeah. I remember that, but I don't remember what we sang either. It had to be something off of our album, but I have no idea what it was.
They probably performed.
They probably had about a 15-minute show or something.
Oh, yeah. You guys have had thousands of shows since then. So what were you saying, Kenny?
I would say they probably sung 300,000 songs since
then. There you go, Kenny. That's right.
Okay.
Yolanda, what did you have for dinner in 1989?
That's true.
That's a good question. But I have always remembered the performance that you guys did. I've never, in fact,
you talked about it before.
Yeah, because it was outstanding. It was a stellar performance. It was what you guys do, and it has never left my mind or memory. In fact, I do not remember the pageant, but I remember you guys. Okay. Well, I was running and producing the whole thing, so I cannot remember what I did that night. I remember you.
No film from back then, huh?
You know what? No, and we did not have phones. Yeah. We did not have phones in 1989.
No.
But I'm sure that parts of the Football Classic, it's somewhere. But that turned out to be, unfortunately, that really turned out to be the biggest mess. Yeah, it turned out to be the biggest mess. It was a great weekend. The football game was fabulous. Both schools got $100,000. The parade was great. But I have to say it offline.
Oh, okay.
I can't say it all. I can't say it right now. I can't say it right now. Somebody's gonna get me. I can't say it right now.
That's all right. That's okay. We got
it. But you guys as I said, I don't even remember the pageant. In fact, I don't even remember the girl that won. I remember she had trouble getting her $5,000 scholarship, but nevertheless, I remember you guys because you guys were outstanding. And that was 1989. And here we are in 2020, and you guys are still outstanding. What does that say? What does that say?
It means that to God be the glory.
That's what
Because if it was not for him, we wouldn't be here.
Okay.
You guys, again, like I said before, the depth and the breadth of your experience to be able to say that you've crossed, again, transcended so many genres and time frames, and it's absolutely
yes.
I think you guys.
It is phenomenal. It is phenomenal.
One of a kind.
Yeah, it really, because look at all of the people that you have worked with who are unfortunately no longer with us.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So when you put it in a different sort of kind of perspective, and you think about all of those great vocalists that you guys have worked with, and your greatness, it has, just as he said, you guys have transcended time. Mm-hmm. And you really, really, really are blessed. And we are so thankful. We really, really are.
So much.
And because you guys are I can't say it enough. You see, I'm at a loss for words. You guys are fabulous. It's no other way to say it.
We get your vibe. We get your vibe.
There's no, there's just no.
You have to read it. You look at
this. We feel excited and humbled when people like yourself or people recognize, and it makes us feel, oh, good, then our work hasn't been in vain.
It has not been.
I always like saying
it has
that.
not. Yeah, your work has not been in vain.
It still goes on, and hopefully will go on for a long time.
Oh yeah, it will. It absolutely will. That's the good thing. That's the great thing.
Yes.
It absolutely will. It will never go anywhere. Yeah. And that's the one thing that Ken and I talk about frequently. And that's why we celebrate Black Music Month, because the music that you bring, the music that our generation brings, the music that we grew up on, that's the music that does transcend time. That's the music that stays with us. And I know you like Snoop. Okay, I cannot tell you what Snoop does except he smokes a whole lot of marijuana.
It's just something about him I like.
Okay, you know what? I'm okay with that. I am really and truly okay with that. But he cannot hang with. He cannot hang. I don't believe anybody in that genre will last. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Yeah.
I believe wholeheartedly.
Yeah, you're right, Yolanda. It's going to be very, and it's going to be very few people that are everlasting. I noticed that it looks like things are going back to the old school, like your Donna Summers and your things music that keeps popping up, and it's just people of all ages can still enjoy it.
Yeah,
there's a true realistic lyrics to it and everything else.
Yeah.
So it's
and in our older music, and I don't want to call it older, but in our music that we love so dearly, nobody was called out of their name. Nobody was, the body parts were not talked about.
You're absolutely right
about they never used the N word. Okay, none of it was disparaging. Groups such as yourselves, other groups talked about, they had love songs, they had party songs, they talked about the good times. What were you saying, Ken?
That was like 2 minutes ago. I can't remember back that far.
Yeah. So you guys have lasted decades. The pride of what you have done is astounding. The pride in it is just astounding, because I'm talking about what happened in 1989. Just like Kenny said, he can't remember what he had for breakfast this morning.
But
okay,
but music from our time is timeless.
It's timeless.
It is timeless.
You can hear it, and I can listen to music and tell kind of what era that's from. But all that stuff from there, and that's why young kids today are sampling the music that we did back in the 70s and the 80s, even back to the 60s. They sampled stuff.
So true.
It was so good. It was so good, you know, and in my estimation, there's been nothing like it, except older people doing new things, reaching way back, doing what we did and just recording it these days. It's just phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
It is phenomenal. It really is. And remember, the likes of Gladys Knight, no longer.
Oh, please.
Patti LaBelle, no longer. But their music,
yes,
okay, their music is still here. And there's no way, and you guys forgive me for what I'm gonna say. I know we're a mixed company, but I gotta say it. Why in the HE double hockey sticks would you put somebody in the business, in the industry, and call it music? The child's name is, what's her name, Ken? Cardi B. That's not even a name.
I know.
Okay, Cardi B. That's not even a name. I couldn't tell you what she's done, except that I know that everything that leaves her lips is vulgar.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you a thing about her, except that she's an embarrassment.
And one of the things, like listening to both of your songs, the new one and the one off the, I think you said was your first album, the production quality, you know, what went into recording that music. I mean, that was not, it was not a, like nowadays these kids, they run over to Guitar Center and buy a sample machine or a machine with some noise and then they rap behind it. There's no real musicality to it. You know, it took time, effort to make the music that you guys have always made. Those ones we listened to tonight, I mean, I'm sitting here listening to it on the first song. I mean, you guys, that drummer, he was working. That drummer was working, you know.
A lot of times we were fortunate enough to have James Gatson.
James Gatson, yes. That was, who was that? That was?
A lot of the times, not all the time, but we were fortunate enough to
I remember that name.
A lot of talented, truly talented musicians and arrangers and producers. So taught us a lot, you know.
Yeah. And arrangers are incredible.
Yeah.
It's very important, like you were talking about, putting the icing on the cake. I mean, you can go through your chord changes, but then you come on the top and start putting things, add some strings, add some horns, you know, some horn stabs and all sorts of things, a little B3 in there, all kind of little stuff. And then that production quality starts to come out. That's music. That's music. And you guys
feel very blessed, you know, just being able to still use our talents the way that, that God wanted us to use it. And I agree with you, Yolanda, about the cussing and all of that stuff. That's not very, it's cringe.
It's not music.
It's not music. It makes your bones cringe.
Yeah, it really does. And that is not music. And as
back in the day, that would be fighting words. If somebody
absolutely
a beat, that would be time. Okay, we gonna fight.
Right. But just as Ken said, the way you put music together then is not the way music is put together today. They just stand out on the corner and claim they have a beat and they have skills, and they call that music. You cannot compare what's going on today to what you were doing then, even to what you're doing today. It doesn't compare. It just does not compare. So that's why we do Black Music Month, because this is music.
Yeah.
All right.
Yolanda, you said 3 words there, and everybody will know what I'm talking about. You said you can't tell what's going on. Remember what's going on?
What's going on?
Okay.
And that's so realistic for today. I mean, it's like right on. It's like
it's spot on. It's dead on. Yes, it really.
We had message music.
Yeah, we did. We had message music. Absolutely. We had, and today, and this is not message music. If I leave here and go down the street and some knucklehead has music blaring so loud you guys could hear it from Crenshaw to Altadena, I can't stand it. I put my windows up and I don't care if they see me. I put my windows up and I get out as quickly as I can. And sometimes I'll turn and look at them and I want them to see the utter disgust on my face. And and you know what? I lose my sense of thought, because sometimes I'll say, do you hear yourself? Do you know what you're doing? That's insulting to me. That is insulting to me.
Right, you're right.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. And sometimes they'll put the window up or they'll say, yes, ma'am. I haven't had anybody throw daggers at me, but we have got to take these kids and they have got to know this is just not right. This is not the plan. This is not the plan for Black folks. This is not God's plan for his people. Whoa. This is not the plan. Okay. And we have to do something about it, because Lord knows they don't know.
No, amen.
Everybody loves a love song.
Okay, yes.
True.
That's
everybody loves
a love song. That's for sure.
That's
Now
we need more. We need more love songs.
Who sang that?
No, he's just saying that everybody loves.
Everybody just loves a love song.
But isn't that in a song? I think that's in a song. I think that's a lyric.
It almost cracks a melody. It really does. I'm almost searching the back of my mind.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I'm with
you. It sounds like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Somebody wrong song.
Yeah, yeah. So you know who is it, Kenny? You don't know who it is?
No, that sounds like a familiar line, but I just can't place what song it might be in.
Yeah, it sounds like a familiar line, but in any case. But one of the things that I wanted to say to all of you is that tomorrow we have the waters. Yeah.
The other waters.
The other waters, yeah. Tomorrow we have the Sounds of Blackness.
Woo, yes, I love them too.
Yes, they'll be on with us tomorrow. And I did not realize there were as many as 30 people in the Sounds of Blackness.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
Good one.
Now you talking about some singing.
Some singing, okay?
Yeah.
Some real.
I'm gonna try to tune into that one.
Great. Wonderful. So, and I was going to ask you all to do that, because I would love for them to know that you all are on the show with them. Okay. But Ken and I always want to bring together a meaningful 2-hour show, whether we're celebrating Black Music Month or not. And a few weeks ago, we had The Color of COVID-19, and it was a phenomenal show, phenomenal. Okay. And that was done on a Saturday, and it turned out to be just the greatest thing. We're still getting accolades from that.
You guys are great hosts.
Yes, you are.
Oh, thank you.
You made it easy because you made it fun. You made it relaxing. I feel very relaxed.
Well, listen, we ain't as good as you guys.
Yes, you are. But what you do, he gives us each.
We're not the waters. We're not the water. We might be the Strathers, but we're not the waters.
Well, you got it going on. It takes all. There's no small parts to make something.
There's no small parts. That's right. There's no small parts. But Ken, you got to play something for us to get us home. Play something with the waters.
How can tell folks the latest cut is what you give is what you're going to get back. Spotify, iTunes, all those platforms. You want to give your website, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff out?
Yeah, give the information to the listeners so how they can find you. It's on you guys. Give them that information.
Okay, Julia.
Well, it's the Waters, the Singing Waters on Instagram, and then we have the Waters Facebook, and that's I think that's
Spotify.
On River.
Spotify. Stuff on YouTube.
Reverb Nation.
Oh.
So it should be on most of the music sites.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh,
CD
good.
Baby,
Okay.
CD Baby.
We need Miss Holland to come on in, and she would be able to give us that briefing.
Shirley, are you still there?
Who is it?
Shirley.
Shirley. Oh, there she is. There she is.
And you tell them everything we're on our web, the website and all of that. That's what they're asking for, and you know all of that off the top of your head. I need to read it.
On Instagram, they're the Waters Singing Family.
Okay.
And then on Facebook, they have individual pages. Maxine Waters Willard, happy birthday, Max. Julia Waters Tillman, Luther Waters, and then Orr Waters. They have individual pages. Julia has an Instagram page also. They're on CD Baby. You can just put their name in, put the Waters on CD Baby, they'll come up. Reverb Nation, because there is another Waters group, you have to put in the Waters and then put in Julia, Maxine, Luther, and Orrin, and find them.
Wow.
And their bios are there, and songs are there, and videos are there. And also when you're on the Waters page, you can click on Shop Now, and it'll take you to a website that I built where songs are being sold, and it has information also.
Oh, great.
Great.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so very much.
Thanks, Shirley.
Thanks, Shirley.
Well, Luther, Julia, Orrin, and Maxine. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
it's the Julia. It's in the list of their births. Julia, Maxine, Luther, then Orrin, and you'll find them at songs there, videos there, bios there, news articles there of and different writings from like Christian John McCain, different things where they've said positive things about their music and their family.
Okay, outstanding. Well, thank you so much. Was there anything else that anybody needed to say? Luther, Orrin, Julia, is there anything else you?
No, we just want to thank you for having us. I'm sorry, Orrin, what did you say?
No, okay. I just wanted to mention the foot-free pillow, my invention.
Hey, that's right.
The what? The foot-free pillow?
The footfreepillow.com.
Can we Google it? Can we Google it?
Check it out.
Orrin?
Yeah, you can Google it.
Google it. Foot-free pillow, folks. Okay, I'm gonna Google
Orrin Waters.
Okay.
I haven't been able to get my feet done since we've been in COVID lockdown.
Orrin, sleep enhancement. You have to go to sleep enhancement products.
You can go
really?
You can go to footfreepillow.com.
Okay.
Free pillow. Okay. Oh yeah.
I'm glad you're there because that My Pillow guy is a big supporter of this.
Yeah, he sure is. I can't stand
Wow.
him. He sure is. He sure is.
Everybody, foot-free pillow.
He sure is. And he sure is. And that's the other reason everybody, you gotta vote. And we are having a town hall September 26th.
Okay.
Voting because no other time before has it been this important. It is critical. It is crucial. You must vote. And there are only two excuses for not voting. Either you're blue or you're blue. That's it.
Blue.
No more. Blue or blue. You better get out there to vote. If you need a ride, you let us know. If you don't know how to read the ballot, let us know. If you got any other issues, let us know. But folks, thank you very much. This has been a wonderful, wonderful show.
Thank you guys.
Thank you, Orrin, Luther, Julia, Maxine, everybody. We really appreciate it. And be with us tomorrow for Sounds of Blackness.
Okay, thank you.
Alrighty
You guys
then.
have a blessed evening.
You too. Thank you so very much and have a good evening. It's been a pleasure. We are so honored. And we are going to play your music. Your music is our theme music.
Oh, stop playing now. Stop playing.
There we go.
Is there anyone that we can trust? What happened to all of our nation's plans? To Uncle Sam that was supposed to feed us. Oh, that's what it's like when you're living on the bottom. Have you forgotten? 'Cause what you give is what you're gonna get back. Hey, and the people ain't talking that smack.
Talking that smack.
I mean, we all got a point to roll.
All right.
The only way you voice opinions on the nose, the winners win and the losers lose. My ancestors stood firm for respected dues. Don't do it once, just make it a habit. Pick a side, red or blue, into your palate. It's for the ones who always feel like they don't have nothing. Cause from the bottom, it's a struggle trying to have something.
Gotta have something.
When you're living on the bottom.
When you're living on the bottom.
It's what you give.
What you
What you gonna get back. You done made the people ring,
ring, ring. Talking that smack. You gotta get back. All right.
Yeah, that's a jamming song.
That's a jamming song. That's a
and
jamming
it's telling
song.
the truth. It's telling
Yes, it is. Yes,
Yeah.
it is. That's a
Thanks,
jamming
all.
song. Yes. Now, I will tell you.